Hello, everyone. I am Esperanza Walsh, and this is Art from the Heart at St. Augustine's Church. And again, we're doing it remotely due to the lockdown because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, um, the most recent two sessions that we had were about guitars and backwash, stippling, not layering. Uh, Yeah, we did one layering, but it's more backwash, stippling, feathering, splattering as well. Um, this one. And now we are actually going to do a combination of two. So we're going to do something like this. We're going to do our guitar using this. So we're going to use it, put it on the sheet of paper. And I am going to draw two lines, or I can also make it more exciting and make the lines curved or in fancy shape. Yeah, maybe we can do that. But for the class, we initially did this. So two lines. So anything in between the lines, we paint in the guitar. Anything beyond the lines, we paint outside the guitar, except for the strings and the small details in the guitar. But the main colors, it follows the position based on the lines. So let's start. So first thing is, I have this pattern that I can use. Oh, this has been used several times already. So I need to make sure that I can paint using it. I have my pencil. I'm using a mechanical pencil because I'm used to it. I feel more comfortable using it when I draw. For most people, um, it is recommended, especially if you're new to sketching and all of that, to use a regular pencil because it's more comfortable for most people. But since I'm used to mechanical pencil, I am using a mechanical pencil instead. So yeah, let me change the shape of the background. So let's make it like that. So instead of a straight line, we make the line curvier like waves. Okay. Oh, that looks interesting. Now the shape is now very interesting. I like it. No, I love it. Let me just get my eraser because I think I've went too far with the shape here, the edge of the paper, which I probably shouldn't do. So I'm just erasing the excess sketch. Okay, now I'm gonna keep my pencil somewhere safe with my eraser. There, it's now stored. And now I'm going to start stippling. And I would start with the colors I like for example, red. So again, for this one, I will do some stippling on the line and beyond it. On the line and beyond it. The middle bit, I will not do any stippling. Okay, next color would be orange. Oh, let's spread that a little bit like that. Now let's use some violet. Make it really exciting. Oh, and when we do the stipples, it doesn't have to be one beside the other. So that's okay. So and also there are these spaces, okay, outside that doesn't touch the lines nor the guitar. So we will paint those. Probably blue. I like blue. Okay, and then yellow ochre. I love yellow ochre. So we will be using lots of yellow ochre. Yeah, and if the colors mix together and create some sort of a backwash, that's all right. Not a problem. Oh, and green. I love green, so let's do some green here. Green and orange look great. I think green looks good with everything. Maybe some green there, just to make it look fun. And then here as well. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, and maybe burnt sienna as well. Let's get some burnt sienna. Yellow ochre. Definitely looks good with the blue. Maybe more orange. And I did say I like red, but it seems that I didn't really put so much red on this. I'm gonna add some more red. Yes, there we go. Oh, that's really bright red. And yes, here as well. Okay, maybe more violet, more purple, I think. Let's see what colors we have here. This is actually violet with some red, so it's more purplish than the rest. So I'm just dabbing this with water now because I would want to create some backwash and feathering, just to let the colors mix. Oh, like this. This is beautiful. The backwash here is very beautiful. I love it. Okay, now it's time to lift this pattern. Again, this is the challenging bit. Okay, that's fine. So here we have some areas wherein the colors had spread into the pattern of the guitar. That's fine. But we have to lift the excess paint. And the reason is we will be painting um, details on this, and this has to dry quickly. Okay. Now, oh, I'm sorry. I missed something here. Let me just put this back. Okay. For this one, for us not to forget where the guitar is, so we should mark it by using the pattern to make a sketch using pencil around the guitar. But if you could remember the shape of the guitar, that's also all right. You don't need to draw the pattern. But in this case, I would recommend that we actually draw the guitar, the shape of the guitar. Okay, this is amazing. Now, I will paint the inside of the guitar with water. And this is the inside part, um, which is not within the line. Okay, and when we paint it with water, make sure it's not too much water, just enough. And by that, I really would like to emphasize that it shouldn't be dripping. The paper should just be glistening. Okay, so now I just paint some part of this with the red. And as you can see, it would spread by itself. Okay, I would need to lift this excess paint here. Now I would need to paint some more parts of this guitar. So this is now purple. Okay, I'm just going to add water here to soften it. Okay, now I'm going to paint more colors into it. So on this bit, I'm just going to paint some blue and let it spread. Yes, maybe put blue dots using again stippling technique. And then, oh, I love green, so I'm going to paint some green here as well. Just let them mix. It's similar to the colors outside. However, inside, however, they are all inside. So there we go. And how about orange? I love orange. I didn't know that I love orange this much. Okay, now I'm going to try to soften the appearance of this and let it flow within the guitar. So I'm just dabbing it with some water to allow it to mix. Okay, and we will be doing that here on this part as well. Okay, again, not too much because we're going to paint the details. So now I'm ready to put some dots here for the strings. I will use red. Oh, beautiful. Now if it spreads, that's okay, do not worry. Okay, so now just a red line here. And then I'll use green. I love green. So I have dark green here. So I'm going to put this, some sort of nodes here. This is actually the screw you turn when tuning the guitar. And then we'll use some, let's use yellow ochre. I like it when it mixes with the yellow ochre. It creates some sort of an outline, darkens the yellow ochre. Okay, now we have to create a circle at the middle of the guitar. And I usually use yellow ochre for this. And you know what? I'm gonna use yellow ochre again. So yellow ochre here at the middle. And then maybe some burnt umber or even black because I would like to create some sort of a highlight in lines in the form of lines like that. So it's like one color on top of another, spreading together. And then here I want to use green for that rectangle that we put at the end of the guitar. Yes, and it's okay if it spreads because our goal here is to show backwash and the feathering and all of those things. So in this case, that is absolutely fine. So now we're doing the strings. So the guitar has 6 strings. Okay, and now there are two ways of doing this. We either paint it Okay, so we're painting the strings, or we paint a sheet of paper the color we like. So that is the tip of the paper, and then we let it touch the paper and we create such lines. Okay, if the paper is not that wet, it wouldn't spread so much. It would be very thin. It would follow the thickness of the paper. But in this case, it's not really that important. Let me do it again. What is important here is that we show that there are strings. And again, the strings don't have to be realistic strings. So we just have to represent it by 6 strings. Yeah, in this case, there are some breaks. That's okay. Okay, another important bit would be to put 6 dots here to represent the end of the string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we now have that. And lastly, I am going to outline the guitar, but not all the areas of the guitar. It is the areas where it overlaps with the color. So here and here, because I want to see the shape. And here as well. It's just to make the guitar look more solid. It can be a thin outline, it can be a thick outline, but again, it's to make it look more solid so that when we look at the art piece, we can identify that, hey, it's a guitar. Okay, so here. This bit is very important because as you can see, the paint has spread inside the guitar. So this is very important. Again, the outline can be thick or thin. That's definitely up to you, whichever you think is more suitable. And if it spreads into the outside of the guitar, that's also fine. But the point is it has to show the shape of the guitar. So if you have orange here, don't use orange for your outline. Otherwise, you won't really see the shape of the guitar. The point is to see the shape. Okay. I think I put too much black on some of the areas. I hope I didn't. So let me see what I can do. If I can lift it or soften it a bit. Oh, that's great. And here, since it is spread outside, I'll just own it. I'm going to spread it even further. Okay. So this is our guitar number 3. And I hope you enjoyed the session. I think it's lovely and colorful, but very abstract. But I love it. And I hope you love the one you've made as well. Thank you very much and looking forward to see you in the next session. Bye-bye.